What is up, ladies and gents? The guide to the Infernal execution grounds is here. I know you've seen me and many clear the lair live already, but this will compact the information that you need to know to get the smoothest experience in your gameplay. For starters, the dungeon, as you know, is a level 40 lair that requires a 15-16 gear score requirement. That doesn't mean get your gathering gear to Mythic 5. You need relevant gear, skills, and blessing to clear this quickly. Elfir Crag has about 73 million health and has very predictable repetitive animations. Whenever you see him claw forward, he tends to cause 1 to 2 explosions beneath your feet. Roll out of it and you should be fine. I say 1 to 2 because sometimes he'll do 1 and sometimes he'll do 2. If he strikes once, it'll be 1, and if he strikes twice, then that's 2 explosions. Another ability he does is a Fire Blast. Although on some occasions he shoots directly at a player, you need to pay attention to hold your dodge in case he decides to turn his head at the last second on moving players. Moving players that burn their stamina before he does this will catch themselves with a face full of fire that can typically one-shot or cause burn damage till death unless you're a satyr or a priest with high defense or health stats. His next animation is a tail swipe. That also is followed up with a claw in front covering his front and back from attacks. He does this simultaneously. You can iframe this movement and continue DPS. One of the biggest moments in the fight is earning his gaze. If you feel his gaze upon you, then make sure to point the boss away from the team to clear a line of sight for your damage squad to damage behind him while his focus is on you and shooting linear fire damage towards you and you only. Just walk away to keep your distance or stand between the fire marks on the ground. Just remember, as the DPS squad, you cannot be near his feet towards the side of him because the gust of wind will push you back, preventing you from doing damage. If you manage to get past this hurdle and reach 80%, you will begin the next phase. One person will have his gaze and have the best or worst experience because not only will you have to dodge flames coming towards you, but you also have to dodge a meteor shower above you. Do not, and I repeat, do not run in a linear fashion away from the boss. Instead, run curved from where you're standing like a circle while dodging to be ahead of the meteor shower at all times, while also dodging the flame dance, as I call it, coming towards you. After, if you ever see the boss stand on his hind legs and not do a gaze, that means a meteor shower is going to follow up. Before that, when he lands, he will do 4 explosions. You can walk past each explosion, but if you are uneasy about that, you can definitely dodge ahead of them to be safe. Remember not to collide with another teammate because your explosions will cause death towards each other. After the explosions, he will mark 4 players with a meteor timer. What that means is a meteor will come down from the sky and engulf that specific area where that player is standing in flames. Do not, and I repeat, do not have the flames anywhere near the middle of the boss fight. Secondly, take it to the edge of the map nearest the boss. Players tend to choose a location farthest away from the boss, but the lair is so massive that you lose DPS and time trying to get back to the boss when you do that, which is why I said to choose a wall nearest the boss, or restack the meteor in flames if you have the HP or defense to withstand some burn damage. This is crucial for the next phase, which starts at 60%. Once the timer finishes, a meteor will land, so rush back to the boss to push him to 60%. When you get to the 60% mark, you need to dodge the meteor shower again that shows warning circles on the ground and grab golden shields all over the map. It does not matter if one player grabs all 5 shields or if each player individually grabs them. All that matters is that you get a minimum of 3 golden shields to withstand his wipe mechanic when he lands. When you grab 3 minimum shields, gather into one spot and huddle together because it's the strength of all shields that will protect you from him landing on you. All players need to huddle with the combined shields before he lands, because otherwise it spells death. 5 is the goal, but you will be safe with 3 and you may take damage, but minimally. He will repeat gazes at 40% and massive meteor shower again at 20%. So 2 other mechanics I forgot to mention is the double tail swipe combo he does like before, but just keep your distance and don't get greedy with the skills you have to stay alive. The last combo he does is a pull mechanic. If you are far away, he can't pull you, but instead will push you back. If you are close though, he will pull you in and follow up with a flamethrower. So do the button sequence to get out and do DPS. The two main DPS phases out of this boss are when he has gaze on a player and when he does the pull mechanic, because those are the two spots he will remain still. He also remains still just before the massive meteor shower at 60% and 20%, but the window is very small, but milk any damage you can before he goes into the sky. That's pretty much it for today's video. Don't forget to follow the socials, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at theguitarist562. Remember, if you love the content that I provide and want to share them more than just a subscription, feel free to donate through Streamlabs, which will be in my description box below. I really do hope you guys enjoyed the video, because it does take me quite some time to actually compile all of the video clips and actually write out the script to make sure that this is actually easily accessible and understandable for you to see with actual visual compilations to kind of accent everything that I'm talking about. But thanks again, guys. And as always, thank you guys for always supporting the channel, and stay blessed.